Hey, I'm Paige Poppe and welcome to my art studio. This is where I work and create my art from, and I will tell you, it gets messy. I have to clean it at least twice a week, and I have found that when it is clean and organized, it allows me to have free headspace and maximum creativity, but that means I have to organize it often. So today I'm gonna bring you along as I clean my studio. We can do it together, and I'm not just gonna be organizing, but cleaning as well, getting all in there, making it feel really fresh in here. When it comes to cleaning products, I have some preferences. I prefer to clean with natural products. I switched about a year and a half to 2 years ago, and I have never looked back. And the funny thing is, the reason I switched to natural cleaning products started right here in my studio. I was cleaning this big table back here with some really overpowering cleaning wipes that were so strong, and as I was cleaning this table, they were burning my hands. I have very sensitive skin, and it was just brutal, and that was the day that I was like, enough, I am switching. So today while we clean, you will see all the natural products that I love. I will talk about why I like them, where I get them, and hopefully this will inspire you to either clean your own space or try some natural products for yourself. I will say I have not switched everything in my routine, my makeup, etc. to be all natural, but I have some tricks that have made switching to a natural cleaning routine really easy, and you will see that today. Let's get into it. Welcome to my studio. We are going to make this so much better. It doesn't look super messy at the moment, but a lot of things are out of place, and I really haven't gone in there and done any cleaning in a while. So for me, the first thing I like to do is put things away in the place that they belong. I think it's an easy step to start with, and I choose things that have a designated spot in my studio. And you'll also see me putting some art around the room. I think while you clean, it's a good opportunity to beautify your space and put the objects out on display that you enjoy. You don't need to tuck everything away, and I think it makes it a more welcoming and fun space for you to be in and work in. So you'll see that I'm working with a lot of the easy things here. Obviously, these paints go in this container, and I'm screwing all the lids on as I go and taking the time to do things right. I'm not just tossing them in, and then these go right back on my desk in their designated spot. And here I am once again putting things into their correct spot and making things really tidy. I'm taking the time to roll up this tape and put it away where it belongs. Here's another fun thing in my studio. I have this box that I try to put one of everything in that I've designed. I have like all of my pins, for example, and this has its own spot on the shelf. My hats that I sell in my shop go right back on top. And then I'm moving into a new area, picking up everything that goes into this pencil cup that I keep on this desk here. Also on this table, you'll see I have a lot of paintbrushes that need to be cleaned, and I'm embarrassed to say how long these have been sitting in this paint. It is actually dry at this point. There's no liquid in there, so these need a deep cleaning, and I'm going to move into the bathroom to work on these. So when I clean my brushes, I'm going to use these natural cleaning products for not just my studio, but for the brushes. And I have all of these great natural products from Grove. That's where I order all of my products from. They come to my house and I get free shipping, so it makes it worth it. And you know me, I have talked before that I am not super precious with my brushes. I don't have any kind of special brush cleaner that I use, so I am going to be using some of my soaps from Grove today by Mrs. Meyers and 7th Generation. First, I'm using the Mrs. Meyers hand soap, and I actually bought this refill from Grove, which allows me to not have to continually buy plastic bottles to waste. So not only is Grove focused on natural products, it also is great for sustainability. So I have this glass bottle that I have refilled, and I'm working it all through my hands, getting these nice and clean. And now we're going to move into some brushes that are a little more stubborn. So I'm going to use this dish soap by 7th Generation. It's also free and clear. And this is going to help me with that tough dried on paint that was in that cup that I said was so dried out, the water wasn't even in there anymore. And I've got a big pile of those to work through. And now you can see that cup also stained with so much paint. That's actually a drinking glass, so I probably shouldn't have done this, but luckily the soap is going to help me get it really clean and fresh, and then I will go back to using my normal painting containers like this one. This is a mug that I tested out as a design in my shop years ago. Never fit my quality standards. I didn't like the way the design was printed on the mug, so now I just use it for painting. And here I'm also cleaning off this cool little plastic palette I have. I've tried to use this so I don't always throw away the palette papers and create waste. And with this dish soap, it's really easy to clean, so it's not making my life any harder. Okay, and now all the brushes are clean, and I need to wipe down this sink area because it's gotten quite covered with paint. And you'll see here that I have another Mrs. Meyers product in the same scent family as the soap. It's the Honeysuckle scent. Oh my God, just love this scent. So I have this multi-surface cleaner. It's really gentle, but also really effective. And I'm also using a microfiber cloth, also from Grove, or I get like a big pack of them on Amazon, which I'm going to link below. It's an awesome deal. You get like 20 cloths, but these are great because you're not creating waste with paper towels. So this is something I've switched not only in my studio cleaning, but in cleaning of our home as well. And I just have a bin in our kitchen that I throw them into, and then I can throw them right in the wash. I honestly do not miss paper towels for cleaning now that I have these. Now that the countertop is all clear, I want to share this tip for drying your brushes. It's really recommended for paintbrushes and makeup brushes that you don't want the water sitting in the bristles and in that metal tip on your brush. So angling them downward onto a cloth will allow the water to run out of them, and they'll dry at the same time and preserve your brushes really nicely. Okay, it's time to get back into the studio to finish our organization and cleaning. You will see I am pulling out this bin here, and it's a pattern you'll see. I really like to have a lot of containers for things, and that way everything has a designated spot and I have a place to put things. So I have this bin that I keep all of my wedding stationery samples and extras in, and I had this kind of plastic envelope here that I had used in a client meeting. So I am unloading everything inside, including these cute postcards that I have extras from a client project of. So I get everything stashed into this bin, and then it's all contained. So when I have a meeting or I need to access some samples for photographs, they are all in one spot. I tuck that back away on the shelf, and then it's time to put away some of that extra art that you saw me take off the table. I recently got these bins at Target, and I've been storing all of my original art in here that fits, and I'm trying to really preserve them nicely, so I sandwich them in between some blank sheets of paper so no pastel or anything rubs off on each of the other paintings. Here's another quick tip for you. As you're cleaning, you might find things that belong in different spots. So I have this little bag I created of things I need to take home with me, like my coffee cup. And then once again, I am putting out objects throughout my space to beautify it so I can just enjoy what I have. Few more things on the table here, putting them into their spots, and I have this storage bin that I recently reorganized. I haven't shown you this yet, and it's made my life so nice for keeping all of my supplies in the right area. The top drawer is kind of miscellaneous and things I use more often, but a lot of pastels are in here, and I had been working on this pastel piece, so I'm putting them all back where they belong. But you'll see on the top of it here, there are lots of little scraps of pastels and smudges. So I'm taking that favorite cleaning spray again, and I am rubbing it down with a reusable microfiber cloth again. This plastic is kind of porous, so it's stained at the top a little bit, but that's okay. I've had this bin for like years, and it's just more functional than fashionable. And I'm using that same spray to wipe out the inside. The pastels kind of smear around a bit, so I'm cleaning that all off and getting everything nice and tidy. And now this area looks so good. Of course, an important step is vacuuming, getting everything dust free. I thought I would also mention I got this rug to paint over and protect the wood floors, and I got one that was pretty affordable. I will try to link it below along with everything else in this video, and I just got one that was cute but inexpensive enough that if I got paint on it, I wouldn't mind. Okay, and maybe this is gross to you, but this is like my favorite part of the vacuuming process. I love to see everything that I vacuumed up. Look how much dust was in this room. I feel so much better that I'm not breathing it all in now. Moving on now to the infamous table where I switched my cleaning routine to natural. I also have a deep cleaning routine for this table to get out those spots, but I just didn't do it today. I also wanted to throw this in case you were curious what other kinds of things I get from Grove for our home. I get this 7th generation laundry detergent. It's made for sensitive skin, and I really feel the difference when I use this. Believe it or not, if I use just like some random detergent from the store, it makes my skin so itchy when I'm folding our clothes. And something new I'm trying is this real simple cutting board oil. We had just gotten some new wooden cutting boards, so we wanted to try this out to keep them nice. Okay, and we are so accomplished. Look at this space. It's so beautiful, and it's also really functional. You know, I have a lot of supplies out and about on the shelves, so it's not picture perfect, but it is 100% functional, which is really what my art studio needs to be. And on top of that, I get to display my art at the same time and have a space that looks really good but usable. We've got this beautiful wide shot here to see how nice it looks, and we did it. It looks so great. Thanks for coming along with me to clean it, because now I have this beautiful space to sit down and get some work done in. There you have it. It is so fresh and clean in here, and I'm ready to jump into my next painting. I have clarity of not just my headspace, but the air itself feels so fresh in here with all of the wonderful natural scents that we used. That honeysuckle, I love it year round, even though there's a lot of tempting fall scents. It's just so fresh. I love it. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today. This was really fun. I enjoyed sharing it with you. And for me, whenever I clean my space, I always feel inspired to keep it that way. So I hope you feel that same little burst of inspiration today. If you'd like to see more from me, you can head over to my website at paigepoppe.com. That's where I share all of my paintings. You can shop my art. You can also find my blog there where I share a lot of posts or more videos like this one. And if you're watching from YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe, because I post videos often of not just my studio space, but also my artwork, and I'd love to share those with you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.